Are you into technology, website hosting, cloud computing, or know someone who is? Develop, deploy, and scale modern applications and websites faster and easier with Linode, the largest independent open cloud provider in the world. Get started on Linode today with $100 in free credit for listeners of the Might Be News Network. You can find all the details at linode.com/mbn. Based in Philadelphia's Old City, Linode's mission is to accelerate innovation by making cloud computing simple, affordable, and accessible to all. Learn more by visiting linode.com/mbn. Click on the Create Free Account button to get started. What's up, everybody? It's the week of March 8th. My name is Taylor Cooper. This is Might Be News. With me, as always, co-host Jackie. What's up, Jackie?
Hello.
Co-host Kev is on the program. What's up, Kev?
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
So I pick this opening intro every time I don't have a cool intro to say.
Yeah.
And it just works out so much better. Just fun fact for everybody out there. Also, I like it. It's a nice little change up every now and then. We're always sponsored by You Know Me As CBD. Go to YouKnowMeAsCBD.com. Use promo code MBN. 20% off, free shipping, and a free gift. We're also sponsored by Linode. Linode is the largest independent open cloud provider in the world, people. And they're sponsoring us.
Us.
That's pretty fucking cool. Go to Linode.com/MBN to get a $100 free credit. That's a deal you only get from us.
Yeah.
These guys are giving you $100 off. Now, as I said in last week's episode, Linode, and you'll hear in our ad as well, it might not be for you personally, but this is good for your business, good for anything that you're doing on the computer, web building, cloud service, all this stuff. Go check them out. Please go click the link.
Yep.
Get more information. I'm not a tech guy. These guys know I'm not a tech guy. They know it. They're not trying to get me to like sell it. They just want you to click it. Click it and see if it's for you. For real. Because you get $100 off if it is.
Click it or ticket.
Kev, what's up with you, man?
Chilling.
I haven't seen you in like a couple weeks, right? It's been like a couple weeks now.
Yeah, frustrated as shit.
Frustrated as shit for what?
I think it was the week after the Super Bowl was the last time Kev was on the show.
Is that when it was?
Because we talked about the streaker, the guy that ran out on the field, and we created a debate.
That's right. We were debating on whether or not, and I don't even have an update for that.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I forgot to look that up.
If the guy who bet on himself because that there was going to be a streaker was, in fact, the streaker.
Kev, do you have an update on that? Have you heard anything else about that dude?
Dude, when hockey started back up, I've been all in on that.
Yeah.
All in. And I know this episode comes out on Monday. It's Friday night in the time-space continuum. But last night, the Flyers had a massive comeback over the Pens.
Yeah, I saw.
Yes.
4-3.
Didn't your boy Claude Giroux score some goals? Or was that the other night?
No, is he scoring goals for you? Is that what he's doing?
That's what I hear. That he's doing.
Specifically for Taylor.
He's like calling my name out every time he shoots the puck now. It's like, this one's to Taylor! Yeah. Motherfucker!
He had a hat trick last night.
Wowzers, Kev. Now the question remains, is he going to do it in the playoffs, Kev? That's what I need. That's what you need.
Yeah, if the Flyers make the playoffs, because this new pandemic set up for how they're doing. I mean, they only play their teams in their division, and right now I think they're sitting at the 4th spot. So they need to be in the 4th spot to go to the playoffs.
Wow.
We'll see.
It's going to be interesting. That's cool, man. Well, I'm glad you're hyped up about something.
But I'm extremely frustrated right now. I've been trying this last several days to get a PS5.
Oh, wow. And it's not working out for you.
Cliffhanger. That's my point.
Oh, good
Lord. Okay.
Wow. All right. That's good. Good for you, Kev.
Okay.
Starting off strong. I can dig it. Yeah. So I'm like tired. It's Friday night. We record the show Friday, right? And
we should start recording it on Sunday.
Might have to.
Might have to be honest with you. Because last week was the first week that I did the Yesterday in 5 Minutes new YouTube show.
Yep.
Monday through Friday. Go make sure you subscribe to MBN Network on YouTube. People, we are so close to having 1,000 subscribers.
We're so close to making our dreams come true.
So close to getting 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I just want to get it. I just want to get it just so I can write my mom about it. I just want to tell my mom about it. You know what I mean? I want to make my mom proud. Don't you want to make my mom proud? People out there, help me do this. Help me do this. And but like, no, seriously, it was a blast. I had a blast doing it. The first episode was a complete mess. And then
I thought it was decent.
No.
It was before
there is a lost episode for sure. There's an episode before the episode that I sent to a couple people, and shout out to my brother John. We give him a hard time. Well, Jackie gives him.
I give him a hard time.
I give him a hard time about time.
That's That's it. John likes to go over time when he does Bruce. I just rip on John for being a horrible human being, which I'm totally kidding. I actually do love John. He tried to call me
the
Thanos.
Best person ever.
Yeah, he's like the best person
No,
ever.
it's just John and I just have that joking nature with one another. We don't cross a line.
You're his Thanos.
I'm Thanos, and I told him he's wrong in that situation. I would never be Thanos. So.
But no, shout out to him because he called me and told me that the video sucked. And
after hemming and hawing around it, because like he didn't want to hurt your feelings.
He didn't want to hurt my feelings. But he was like, no, it's just really not good. And then so
I would have just come out and said it.
Oh, yeah, you definitely would have.
It wasn't opinion based what you did. You basically just
I read the news.
Reading the news.
I read the news, and that was all like because I didn't want to curse in the show, and I even said on this show last week. We said it that I wasn't going to curse. And
that was the goal.
That was the goal. So I wrote everything that I was going to say, right? I wrote everything out and then I read it. And that doesn't make good video, right? Like that just looks stupid.
It's boring.
So as soon as John told me it sucked, I knew exactly what I needed to do. And I did it. And I did it 5 days in a row. And that shit
it got easier and easier, did it not?
Which
I told you it would, did I not?
It did get a lot easier. I got literally nothing but positive feedback on it, which we've talked about recently on this show and on Patreon exclusives and things of that nature. Like, we just want some feedback. Tell us if we're doing good. Tell us what we need to do better. Tell us anything you want to tell us. Just tell us something. And I mean, I sent episodes to people this week trying to just spread the word. We haven't been active on YouTube in months and months and months.
Yeah.
So just wanting to kind of get the word out there, and the response has been just so overwhelmingly positive, and I'm just so happy about it. And we got a bunch of new subscribers, we got a bunch of new people just listening to the shows, the podcasts, and it's really cool, and that's what we need to do. So that show was designed to just be a 5-minute version of this show. Pretty much every day. That's what it is. It's like a 5-minute version of this show. And, Monday through Friday. And I had a lot of fun doing it. I'm like producing them up and, doing all the editing and stuff with it. And that's going to get better. We just got a new camera.
Yep.
Figuring out how to use that and just having fun.
You're doing it every day?
Yep.
Monday through Friday.
I do. Well, I record Sunday through Thursday.
Sunday through Thursday. Yeah, sorry.
Yep. Sunday through Thursday. Kev, it was bugging. It went really smooth until Thursday. Thursday, I didn't have really any planned stuff.
Well, it's hard to prepare when you work full time.
Yeah, it's hard to write a news show even if it's I don't know if I wasn't positive either, but I think it's hard for people to imagine how much you actually have to write, how much you actually have to say
to get 5 minutes
fill 5 minutes, right? That's kind of tough. And it's tough to pinpoint if you don't know what you're doing, right? if that's not your thing. So I'm figuring that out. I mean, I got it pretty close to 5 minutes every day without, timing it. I wasn't like practicing it or anything like that. I just did it. And I don't know. It's great. It's great. I take my time with it. The whole process takes like an hour.
Yep.
30
minutes to record, 30 minutes to edit, right?
Yep.
Roughly.
That's what it's been. Yeah. So it's been working out pretty good. I'm happy with it. And I think, it's great that other people seem to be as well.
Yep.
Because I do my homework, and this show also forces me to do that.
Yep.
I got to do the homework. But, I'm going to continue to do so.
Want to spread some fun news.
Also, I've trashed both Republicans and Democrats in week 1.
Yep.
I trashed DC Comics very hard.
Yes, you did.
I trashed DC Comics very hard.
They had it coming.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, but anyway. Kev, so I wanted to... I don't have any really like news stories because I'm just newsed out this week. I've done news 5 days in a row. I'm not going to do this every week, but I wanted to.
I love it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. So I wanted to talk to you about something because it's like popping up in the news. It's been in the news forever. It's a term. It's a thing now. It's a real life thing, I guess. And this is the counterculture, or I'm sorry. Cancel culture, not counterculture. Cancel culture. It's basically cancel culture. Well, I just want to know what it means to everybody here. That was my initial question is like, what does cancel culture mean to you? Like, because I feel like a lot of people have different definitions of it.
Well, I Googled it.
Okay, what's Google say?
It's rather long, so I'm only going to read part.
Okay, read the first few sentences.
Cancel culture is a modern form of ostracism in which someone is thrust out of social or professional circles, whether it be online, on social media, or in person. Those who are subject to the ostracism are said to be canceled. Merriam-Webster notes that to cancel, as used in a context, means to stop giving support to that person. So you basically they get fired from their job, or they no longer have followers on the internet. Like a lot of what do they call them? Influencers.
Yes.
All it takes is for them to do something fucking dumb. And then
racist,
all of anybody who's following them is like, well, you're racist, and we're not following you anymore. You've been canceled, and now they don't have subscribers, and now they have to go get grown-up job.
It's really big on Twitter. It's it's really big on all social media platforms, but like hashtags spread differently on Twitter. I feel like anyway, that where it's just like people find somebody that's trending. What are they trending for? Oh, it's for something shitty. I'm going to fucking tweet about it and cancel this person. Basically give this person such a bad name that they lose all their endorsements. They create such a big public outcry, a boycott, whatever, that they lose endorsements, whether it's an athlete, they lose movie deals, whether it's an actor or an actress, or they lose their job completely. Harvey Weinstein got canceled. I mean, Kevin Spacey got canceled. Yep. That's a great example because Kevin Spacey, to my knowledge, isn't facing any criminal charges for any of the things, the alleged things that he did.
I haven't looked it up, and I haven't seen him in anything. He's not in the news.
He's canceled.
Yeah.
So who was the first person that you can recall before this became a thing to be called cancel culture? Who was the first person that you can recall?
The first person that pops into my mind, and you might remember, Kev, we talked about this guy like way back. Milo Yiannopoulos, you know what I'm talking about? He was like a conservative, like personality dude, flamboyant gay guy that just was very like almost like a shock jock kind of speaker / author guy that went around to different colleges, and there was college riots and all kinds of shit happening with all that, and he was saying just really crazy shit to kind of just stir the pot super hard. He got canceled. I think a bunch of his book deals got canceled, and you rarely hear from him at all ever. anymore. Like,
so I got one before that. From
Okay.
before that,
Yeah.
actually made a comeback. I mean, is it to come back from cancel culture?
yes, I would say so.
Oh, who is it?
Tiger Woods.
Yes, I was thinking Tiger Woods too, Kev. I was seriously, that's why I was like, wait, who is it? Because I was like, well, he was technically canceled. He lost all of his endorsements when shit went down with his
he
wife,
lost
right?
Nike, Gatorade. He lost all kinds of shit, but then made a comeback.
Yeah.
Say Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
He was
fucked up
really
big
really
time.
big, and then he just crashed really hard.
and then-
but I don't know if that's canceled.
yeah.
He crashed.
He crashed.
But I don't know
like
if
Charlie
that's canceled.
Sheen he crashed.
that's what I was
Nobody
gonna
was
say.
really
Yeah.
he wasn't really canceled,
Canceled.
but he made a good comeback. We can admit Robert
Yes.
Downey Jr. made
So-
pretty much the ultimate comeback.
Yeah, so Charlie Sheen didn't make the ultimate, but
No,
he made a good comeback.
but no, I'm going with Robert
Yeah,
Downey Jr.
yeah.
If we went head to head there, Robert Downey Jr. gets it.
But the reason I'm
He's a fucking superhero.
Yeah, exactly.
so cancel culture to me is just so interesting because I feel like people have a different definition for it and they just look at it differently, but ultimately everybody can agree that it's this terrible thing. And
You called it the court of public opinion.
Yes.
Which is exactly what this is.
So cancel culture is like, to me, it's like if somebody sees something that they don't like and they want to talk about it, and a bunch of people see what they're talking about on Twitter or hear what they're talking about in just passing by.
yeah.
And they also decide that whatever it is that they're talking about also isn't good. And they start a conversation about it. They post about it. And then more people and more people and more people. That is the court of public opinion. The social media has made it to where that's more accessible. And not just more accessible, but just easier to push that agenda. Like, it's easy to influence the court of public opinion.
Well,
for sure.
Yeah.
Social media is the downfall of this country.
Social
Yeah.
media is the downfall of a lot more
Yep.
than just that. But seriously, like, I mean, I think what happens with now is that a lot of people think that, you know, the liberal media influences cancel culture, which it does for sure. Because I don't know how much the liberal media influences it, rather just as like moral compass. I mean, like, for real. Listen, straight up, let me just put it simply. Like, racism, the more people like defend racism as like a freedom of speech thing or like whatever. Like, I do feel like racism should be canceled by now. Like, if somebody's blatantly racist, I'm not going to support that person. Like,
Nope.
and I don't know a whole lot of people that would. So therefore, like, your money's not good with me. Like, I'm not trying to give you my money.
Right.
That's just how I feel. Kev, what are you going to say?
Are you going where I think you're going with this cancel culture thing?
Where do you think I'm going?
Jinx.
I don't think so. I mean, where do you think I'm going?
I heard it on the news,
Okay.
and I saw a bunch of things. I'm a big avid TikTok watcher. They've taken a lot of branding away from African American people, Indian people in the grocery store.
No, I wasn't going in this direction at all.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you think like because like Aunt Jemima's not called Aunt Jemima anymore,
is
so
that-
she
is that
got
what you're talking
canceled.
about? Yeah.
Uncle Ben got canceled.
The butter, the Indian on the butter. What brand butter is that?
Land O'Lakes.
Yeah.
Land O'Lakes. There's no longer an Native American on the butter. But every other brand, Little Debbie's, Quaker Oats, it's all white people that you see on the branding in the grocery store now.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
What's that about?
I think it'll change. I think what we're going through right now is a change where everybody's just like, all right, we don't want to offend anybody, so let's just figure out what is right. Let's just figure. And so just recently, Disney Plus put a bunch of parental advisory things on a lot of their older programming, such as like Peter Pan, the Aristocats, the Muppets, a couple other things.
Okay.
It's basically just like they took them off of the kids profile and put them on the adult profile only, and it has like a message on it that basically says that a lot of this shit is outdated and it's frowned upon. It was frowned upon then, it's frowned upon now. But
it wasn't frowned upon.
But
then.
It should have been. And that's the point.
Yes,
that's the
thing.
You should have been. It should have been, 100%. And that's the point. So basically, what they're doing is they're trying to initiate a conversation between parents and their kids. They're trying to initiate it without removing the content. So the content is there. I feel like this is the perfect approach.
Responsible of Disney.
I feel like this is the perfect approach,
which
is to not remove the content. So in terms of, Aunt Jemima and things of that nature, maybe a different response and maybe something that maybe could happen in the future is putting Aunt Jemima back on there, but in a different kind of image, different imaging, make it something more appealing to the eye, something just different, modernize it a little bit maybe, put a history thing on the back of it.
What do they call it
Who is
now,
Aunt
anyway?
Jemima? I don't know. But, like, who is Aunt Jemima? Why does it matter? Why does she matter? Like,
maybe we
what
put
is
the
this?
story of Aunt Jemima on the back of the bottle if it isn't
Or
already.
I think Turner Classic Movies. They have the channel on TV. They have a new show coming out soon that I don't remember the date and I don't remember what it's called, but you can Google it. It's basically confronting classic movies like Gone with the Wind. Other movies that are Grease is one of them, which is people are trying to cancel Grease.
Oh yeah.
But it confronts these movies.
Yeah.
Explains when they were made, who made them, why this is like this, and let's start a dialogue about it. Let's have a conversation while the content is there.
Right.
Because
the Flyers, we were talking about the Flyers earlier, they canceled Kate Smith and her version of God Bless America that they played every season in the playoffs to give the Flyers that playoff pump, because when she sung God Bless America, that was the season that they won the Stanley Cup. Mm-hmm. But now going back and somebody pulled a video or a sound clip or a song back from the 30s that is very racist tuned, which it is. I heard it. I don't want to go into what it says.
Sure.
But because it is wrong. It 100% is wrong. In today's day and age is wrong.
Right.
Back then, it was wrong. It just wasn't looked at the same way.
It wasn't looked at as wrong. That's the problem. Yeah.
But
morals have changed.
Right.
Morals have changed with the times.
They shouldn't be canceled because you're just covering up the past. It should be. It shouldn't be canceled. It should be explained.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Well, because if we just keep turning a blind eye, we're not talking about racism, and racism, it still exists. So how do you combat it? You have to face it front on. And if you just keep canceling anything that appears racist without having the dialogue and opening up the conversation, how do you fight it?
Right now, we're talking about canceling items. Right now, we're talking about canceling products and things that we can consume, right? Right now, that's what our dialogue is about. Let's talk about canceling individuals. Let's talk about canceling celebrities. Most notably in the news recently, I suppose, is Gina Carano from The Mandalorian. She basically was posting a bunch of stuff on Instagram and Twitter around election time. She never came out directly and said she voted for Donald Trump, although she posted things aligned with that kind of agenda.
Yeah. She's definitely a more conservative celebrity.
Very anti-mask, posting stuff all the time about people being sheep and, this and that. And she posted one thing in her Instagram story, which was compared being a conservative in modern times to being a Jew during the Holocaust. Then you dig deeper on Twitter and she's liking tweets that say that racism doesn't exist in America and a whole bunch of other crazy shit that where it's I don't really care how much I like her character in the show. Where it for me, after seeing all this QAnon shit, for me as an individual, just me, seeing all this QAnon shit and her posting QAnon related shit, I got frustrated. Right away because I love her character on the show.
Yep.
And my nieces love her character on the show.
Yep.
And you love her character on the show.
Well, yeah, she's a strong
She's
female.
a strong female character, cool as shit,
reliable,
badass, and awesome. But so I'm frustrated. I'm not on the fire Gina Carano train on Twitter, but I'm listening. So, and Twitter is the one. The people on Twitter are these celebrities don't understand that people on Twitter have all the fucking time in the world to dig through every tweet you ever liked, every tweet you ever retweeted, okay?
Yeah.
Everything you ever posted. And they will find it, and they will fucking bring it right out.
People are like, oh, this tweet didn't age well.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Boom.
And it's just like, how the fuck did you dig this up
that's
from
how
7 years ago?
That's how I knew she's liking tweets about thinking racism doesn't exist. So then when I see stuff like that, it's like, all right, Disney probably isn't going to stand for this. And they didn't. They fired her.
And,
So what happened is like a bunch of people are like, well, what about Jon Favreau, who's an open liberal? What about Pedro? What about Pedro Pascal? He's an open liberal. Like, what about them? They've posted stuff like that.
But apparently Pedro Pascal did make a tweet about something, but I think the difference was that he apologized and didn't do it again.
He apologized, deleted it, and didn't do it again. But realistically speaking, all of these open liberal people on this show shut the fuck up when the show started. As soon as they got a job working for Walt Disney, they shut the fuck up. You don't see a damn thing from Pedro Pascal except for marketing for The Mandalorian, other shit that he's doing, fun family stuff, and that is it. Chris Hemsworth, same deal. Mm-hmm. All these people that work for Disney, everybody shut the fuck up. Everybody's like, go vote, but none of them are like, go vote for Joe Biden.
Right.
None of them.
That's because everybody feels free to speak their mind until it affects their pocketbook.
Right. Well, so my point is that Disney, in my opinion, was correct in doing what they did. Enough people in the court of public opinion probably hit up Disney and was like, hey, yo, we're not with this shit.
Right.
And Disney, we talk about it when we talk about their movies. We talked about it when they made Star Wars, the fan service.
Right.
I use that term all the time when we talk about Marvel, Star Wars, fan service. What fan service is they fucking skim the social media networks and be like, what does everybody want?
Yeah.
Let's figure out how to make it work for everybody. That's fan service. So when they skim the pool and it says fire Gina Carano because she's fucking acting a fool and everybody else is keeping quiet. Yeah. Sorry, Gina.
Not only that, but like if I'm on fucking social media trashing my job, they can fire me. Like I hate to say this, if I have just the same, like you hear these news stories about these crazy white women acting racist and making false police reports. And guess what happened? She got fired from her job.
Yeah.
Like these things happen. There's consequences sometimes to your actions. Or at least there should be.
I'm trying to think of some celebrities that are like uncancelable. Like I feel like R. Kelly, uncancelable. Like even though
he's
like
gonna forever be canceled.
He's gonna be in jail, but like he's canceled, but like people still play his music. You know what I mean? Like people still. I don't know if he's making money. I think he sold all of his rights to other people, so other people are making royalty money. But I would say I don't know. Bill Cosby was canceled. Eminem is probably uncancelable, I would say. I'm trying to think of somebody who like they tried to cancel really hard and it didn't work.
Well, they're trying to get Eminem right now.
Well, they're trying to cancel Donald Trump, and that's definitely not happening.
There's too many nuts out there.
I don't think it will happen.
Yeah, he's uncancelable.
People were trying to name drop when the whole Jeffrey Epstein flight log came out. So many celebrity names came up, and I'm like, these have to be doctored or fake. There's no proof that most of these celebrities were even on the flights, and they're like canceled. Did you see Chrissy Teigen's her tweets from however long ago? Canceled. Like they, she's the queen of the trolls anyway.
Well, go ahead, Kev. I'm sorry.
In my opinion, I don't think anybody is uncancelable. Nobody is uncancelable. It just depends on the magnitude of what they say.
Yeah.
And the stardom that they possess.
Like people try to name drop Tom Hanks and try to cancel him.
Well, I think that now one of the craziest parts about cancel culture is that there's always like two sides to something, right? There's two sides to everything, and that includes cancel culture. Anti-cancel culture is just as cancer culture-ish. They're the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're the same thing. The people that are super duper duper against cancel culture are super duper duper pro cancel culture. It's a fact. I mean, like, all right, for example, this past week, I talked about it on yesterday in 5 minutes on YouTube. Go subscribe right now. About Dr. Seuss.
Yep.
People jumped the gun so hard last week about Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss Enterprises basically said that they were going to stop publishing 6 books. 6 books that nobody was even really all that hype about to begin with. Not in 2021. That they were pulling them from the shelves because they had racist imaging. Same type deal that Disney's doing. They're putting in parental, Disney, like Peter Pan, they got the Indians like super red and like it's just crazy stuff, like whatever. But Dr. Seuss, these guys, they just pulled the books. They're just like, we're done with these books. They're super old anyway, whatever. We're moving on.
Said that Dr. Seuss wouldn't want.
He
wouldn't want it to be portrayed that way.
Right. If he knew that it was offensive, because back then it wasn't, like we said earlier.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have done it.
Right.
So that's what they said.
It was offensive. It was offensive back then. It was just looked upon in a different light.
Exactly. Like we said earlier, but that's why it was there in the first place. That's why it was there now. They got rid of these books. So all these people, they start writing news stories about it, and all it does is show the fucking headline on the Facebook, and it's like 6 Dr. Seuss books pulled. And everybody's like, oh, the cancel culture. And then you start to find out what people think cancel culture is in the comments. If you go into the comments, you start to find out what people think cancel culture is, what it is to them.
Yeah.
So I see somebody thinks that cancel culture is, the liberal media. Somebody thinks that it's the snowflakes. Somebody thinks that it's the, this group of people or that group of people. And it's bizarre, man. Because all they would have had to do is just click on the article and read the first paragraph, and they would find out that these guys did it themselves. Nobody asked for this.
Right.
It wasn't trending on Twitter.
Nobody was complaining.
Nobody was like, and to think I saw it on Mulberry Street, I can't believe on page 4 that this happens. Nobody was saying that.
Right.
Dr. Seuss Enterprises just did it on their own. So in the age of clickbait and fake news and disinformation, it's more important than ever, man, to just open the article.
Yep.
Just open the article and read just the first paragraph at least, before you form an opinion. Especially because cancel culture and anti-cancel culture is the fucking same.
Oh, the best on Facebook is the people who will read the headline, not read the article, make a comment, and somebody's like, if you read the article, you wouldn't be saying this. Mm-hmm. It's like people are just exposing themselves. Like, stop being lazy.
Yeah.
Read the fucking article.
Right. Let's do what's the point?
What's the point? Is there a point to this? What is your point?
Are you just gonna sit there and look stupid?
All right, Kev, why don't you go first, dude?
Cliffhanger. So I can't tell you how frustrated I've been the past 2, maybe 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Going on now trying to get a PS5.
Oh, geez.
I want one so bad. I mean, there's not even games out for it yet, but you can play your PS4 games. It is backwards compatible. I think you can play PS2 games, which I do have Tiger Woods 2002, and I plan on playing it.
I know. SETI Bear, baby. SETI Bear.
The kitchen sink. Super Tiger.
Yeah. Hey, yo, a lot of games, especially like newer ones, at least like in the past like couple years, they got like updates on PS5 that make them look better or certainly run better anyway. I've seen footage of some of them. They look really, really fucking good, man.
Well, I was over at my brother-in-law's house, and he has a PS5. He wound up paying extra for it. But, yeah, Call of Duty runs faster. I mean, it looks better. It just... it's great, and I just want one, and I'm super frustrated in dealing with these releases. So yesterday, for instance, PS4 got released, or PS5 got released at 3:00. Walmart.com.
Mm-hmm.
By 3:01, it was sold out.
Wow.
3:01, it was sold out.
That's
and
crazy.
I was sitting, or Amy was sitting at the computer. I had her set an alarm at 2:45 so she could sit at the computer at 3:00 and press buy. And we have an account and everything. All you have to do is add to cart buy. And it was absolutely impossible. And I see all these people, and I am one to make a buck. Don't get me wrong. I have absolutely no problem with somebody sitting at their computer buying a PS5 and then putting it up on eBay or Facebook Marketplace or however you want to do it for $800-900, whoever's willing to pay for it. I have no problem with that. It's the issue that I have is these people that purchase these bots to go into these websites and do 1,000 clicks a second, and they wind up getting 80 of these fucking things to resell. I call that the equivalent of a cheat code for video games. Like,
yeah.
Dude, I am so fed up with it. I'm trying to just get a fucking PS5 to fucking play with my kids, and it's just not happening. It's ridiculous to me. It is absolutely ridiculous. I'm so fired up about it, and I can't fucking do anything about it.
When are you gonna break down and pay the $900 for one?
I'm not. I refuse.
You refuse?
I refuse.
Wow.
Good.
The disc,
Hold
the
strong.
Yeah, I will. The discless version is $3.99, and the disc version is $4.99.
What do you get? What are you trying to get? Or I mean, I'm sure you'll take whatever, but what is your optimal?
No, I won't buy the discless version. The discless version, because I have too many PS4 games that I won't be able to play.
It sounds like you're saying dickless.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to play Tiger Woods.
Disc.
I know what you're saying, but at times it's like dickless.
You wouldn't be able to play Tiger Woods.
I'm gonna put in my butt and twist it.
That's all you'd be able to do with Tiger Woods.
I'm gonna put in my butt and twist it.
I'm getting super frustrated with these people, and I follow a bunch of people on the only reason I have Twitter right now is to see when the drops are coming out, and these people that are going on these Twitters and be like, yep, I scored 4, I scored 7, I scored 9, while I'm sitting at my fucking computer with my thumb in my butt without anything.
Wow.
Knew it. We knew it. That your thumb's in your butt.
We know it.
I'm gonna put in my butt and twist it.
Always. Well, good point, Kev. Good luck with getting a PS5. I hope you get one, at least for the kids.
Thanks.
All right. So my point this week is so we were kind of like cruising through different streaming services last weekend. We're kind of like caught up, I feel like, on everything.
Yeah.
We've been like bouncing between a couple
We finished
shows.
Netflix. We finished HBO Max. We've probably finished everything.
But I noticed last weekend that there was like a free trial for Showtime.
Yes.
And on Amazon. Amazon was given like a Showtime free trial, and they had all the movies and all the shows unlocked and a bunch of stuff. So I noticed that there was the Wu-Tang 4-part documentary series, Wu-Tang of Mics and Men. And I'm not going to review it because everybody who knows me already knows what it is. It's a fucking instant classic. But it's four episodes, and it was just really, really fucking awesome. And it was cool because it had Wu-Tang in it. Like, they were interviewing Wu-Tang the whole time. They got their side of the story from the very beginning all the way up to now. And because it only came out like a year or two ago, and just really current, very cool. I didn't even know how much like real like problems that they had with each other at different points, and this show kind of really went into that in a pretty cool way, because like they interviewed all of them individually, but they also had them all together.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And they were all like kind of in like a theater kind of like atmosphere, and they were watching like old video, seeing old pictures up there all together, and like they would just talk about it. And obviously the whole thing's dope. It was edited really well. The whole thing was really well produced and really well done. And you kind of got to see like a different take on it. Like I always loved Wu-Tang ever since I knew what Wu-Tang was. Like point blank, I was way late to the party, but as soon as I realized that there was a Wu-Tang, I loved Wu-Tang. And that's never going to change. This thing didn't change my opinion at all. It just changed my opinion on the way that they came up. And it doesn't make it any. It's if anything, it's more legendary to me because these guys
really cemented it.
These guys like hated each other to a point and at different times, and they still come together. And they don't even have to anymore. Like they're technically not signed together anymore as Wu-Tang. Like they are. They all individual artists that come together and form Wu-Tang without nobody can say shit about it.
Which hadn't been done in the industry before,
and
right?
it still isn't really being done in the industry. And it's basically like if your favorite band were to go out and just be in a bunch of, just be a solo instrument, solo artist, but each individual person in that band did that.
Yep.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
So like it's just cool. It was really neat. And if you have Amazon, you should check it out. I don't know how long the free trial goes.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
But if it's still going, check it out because it was awesome. We straight up watched 4 hours right, just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, I think that day I was like, how the hell's it already 5 o'clock at night?
Yeah, it was
weekends go by too fast.
It was awesome. All right, let's do a late review.
I know it's a little late, but
You're just hearing about this?
I can't believe I'm just hearing. Why didn't I know about this sooner?
All right, Jackie, why don't you go first?
So last week we talked about we bought the water pick.
Yes,
from Sonicare.
Sonicare water pick.
And we'd only had it a day.
Yeah,
and we were loving it. And now we've had it for a week, and it's amazing. It's a game changer. It's a life changer.
Kev, do you know what we're talking about?
I know what a water pick is, yeah.
So this is like that electric toothbrush with a water pick in it? Like it's all in one?
You can either brush, you can floss, or you can brush and floss at the same time.
Does it blow, like when you brush and floss at the same time, does it blow off the toothpaste?
I don't know. We haven't tried it yet.
No, not really.
Because we're not really interested in doing that. Like,
it's like, it doesn't blow it off. It fills your mouth with water. Toothpaste.
Yeah.
Toothpaste, But like it's, Jackie, what do you think about it? What do you think about it? We've had it for almost exactly a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
it was a week. We got it. Didn't we get it last Thursday?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So it's been a week. I'm gonna rate it at least a 9.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good.
9.
Yeah.
Wow, good. It's almost an instant classic.
It's an instant classic for me.
It's a 10 out of 10 for Taylor.
It's a 10 out of 10 for me. So like I'm not a big flosser at all. Neither of us are.
No.
Neither of us.
I have that permanent retainer on my bottom teeth. It makes it really hard. You need special thread or floss. It's more expensive, and it still doesn't always go through.
Right. I'm just a pussy, so I just have never liked to floss at all. I'm moderate at best with brushing and all that too. So like, but
your breath stinks.
We went to the dentist like we said last week, and I've never had a cavity in my life, which is crazy. Considering all the candy I eat, but so they recommended this thing. We got it, and it's very intimidating pulling it out of the box because I've never had a toothbrush that looked like this.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, holy shit, are we gonna like it? And immediately, I love this thing.
Yeah.
As soon as I realized, and I mentioned it last week, that it got me in the fucking face real bad. Like I couldn't figure it out at first. It was spraying me all over the place, and it was kind of frustrating at first.
Morning number 1, I turned on the flosser without forgetting it. It's supposed to be in your mouth when you turn it on, and definitely sprayed myself in the face. Like it wakes you up. I was awake.
Once I figured out like how to maneuver it right without having to like pull it out of my mouth to readjust it
Yeah.
and put it in a different area. And
See, I'm one of those people, when I brush my teeth, I need to feel that my teeth are clean. And I think for me, that thing times out after 2 minutes.
it does. So the brushing, Kev, times out after 2 minutes automatically.
And every 30 seconds you hear like this little, like almost like a little hesitation, and that's it telling you to make sure you switch sections to make sure you're brushing your whole mouth, right?
Yeah.
Which is fine. But there's times where I feel like I'm not done after 2 minutes. You know what I mean? Like I take my tongue and I run it, and I'm like, still I don't like the way it feels, so I'll turn it back on. So that's for me, I think, why I have to give it a 9. But that's just me being like, I don't feel like my teeth feel clean enough. So
Absolutely.
I go a little longer.
I make up for that with the flossing. I go hard with the flossing. I do. I actually really like it because like it's comfortable. It's like we've ended up day one. Well, for most of the first week, we had the water pressure down all the way.
Yeah, it was like level 1.
And now
It
we're
can go
like
all the way up to 10, I think,
and
right?
we're at like 5 or 6
Yeah.
now. And that's comfortable for me. I'm going to see what it's like beyond that, but I'm not worried
You
about
wanna
it.
Try 10 tonight.
I'll try 10 tonight. But no, I really, really, it's a game changer.
And it's nice because it came with 2 brushes. We had bought 2 more, figuring we needed brushes because we can share the bottom part of it. It's just you take
you
that
share a toothbrush.
Yeah, but you take the head off. That's the difference.
Gross, Jackie.
It's gross.
You're gross.
It's gross. Yeah, Kev, I think they think I got to get braces, man, for my overbite.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's gonna change the shape of your jaw. You know
It
that
is.
when
yeah.
that happens, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to do the Invisalign. That's what I'm trying to do. It's Invisalign or bust. If I can't do Invisalign, I'm not getting braces. I'll just deal with it.
Bullshit.
I'll deal with it later. I'll get dentures eventually.
Yeah, you've already been dealing with it. How much later? You're 35.
I'll deal with it when I'm 45. Like it
It's
or
like
not.
10 grand to get fucking braces.
Kev, what's your review?
So going back to my point in the beginning of the night with removing the African American people and the Indian people, Amy and I started watching a series this week on HBO Max. I think we're either 3 or 4 parts in. Roots.
Oh wow.
So we were watching Roots on HBO Max, and it is phenomenal.
The old school Roots? Like LeVar Burton?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's phenomenal.
How many parts are there to Roots?
7?
Is it
Okay.
7?
Six,
I kept thinking
7?
it was like 12 parts.
Are each of the parts an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
They're like an hour and 20, something like that.
Okay.
But I don't know even how to begin to say it or what, but I guess I was so desensitized and I didn't, until it was right there in my face, I didn't realize the magnitude of it and how horrible slavery is, and the idea of being taken from your family and your homeland and to be treated like a fucking animal.
This illustrated that for you the way that you needed it to, right? Like that's yeah.
100%.
Wow.
And how, why the N-word is so powerful. I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, wow. Blown away by it. Blown away by it. I mean, we learned about it. I've heard about segregation, and they don't really go into segregation, but that type of stuff, the racial stuff, and it's just, until it was put in the light where I actually sat down and watched it, and just taken back by it, and how you treat another human being that way is absurd to me. 100% absurd.
Wow, okay.
I'm like looking. Obviously, like I've heard of Roots. I myself, I don't think I've ever seen any parts of it. But I was looking at the cast.
The main character from Roots is the guy from Reading Rainbow.
Right. That's LeVar Burton.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm like looking, and there's so many people. I'm like, oh, I recognize this guy. I recognize this guy. I know who this is. It's kind of all star cast.
Yeah. Yeah, and they were just like really young, right? Like they were just like all
It was made in 1977. There is 8 parts to it.
Oh, it is 8 parts.
It is 8 parts. Yeah. What are you watching it through?
HBO Max.
It is on HBO Max. Okay.
Let's watch it. We should watch it.
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
Dude, it's good. It is really good, and I think that everybody needs to watch this and educate themselves on how absurd and ridiculous it is that we at one time treated fellow human beings this way.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you rate it?
So I'm not all the way through it yet,
Yeah.
but on an educational factor and everything like that, I would have to give it a 10 out of 10.
Wow. We should definitely check it out.
Now, do you guys?
I've never seen it.
Are the boys around when you guys watch it? No. Okay.
No.
Well, probably because you weren't watching it.
The boys do need to be educated on stuff like this.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's the right time.
They might
yet.
be a little young still to truly grasp
To get it.
Yeah, my youngest is 6 years old. I mean, we have kids in the neighborhood that are black, and they are friends with them, and I just don't. Not yet.
Yeah. I felt the same way you feel watching that. The closest thing I can relate to as an adult is when you and I went to Colonial Williamsburg and on vacation, and we went to Jamestown and all that stuff, and they have a really nice museum there, but they also have like a really great exhibit on slavery and the history of it and how it originated and, the route that they took to get here, what they did with them when they got here, and just how horrible it was. It was just a really powerful exhibit, and it's just like you're standing in the middle of it and you're like, oh my God, like this is where that chapter in this nation's history started. Like you're standing in it and you see the fort and you see all that stuff and you're like, holy shit.
I just thought about this. So talking about cancel culture, because I didn't hear about this until recently, that people were trying to cancel the Broadway show Hamilton.
Yeah, I just heard about this too,
Alexander Hamilton, though he wasn't a slave owner, obviously knew and spoke with and was friendly with people who were slave owners. And it's like, whoa. We can't, just because somebody's friends with somebody that doesn't agree with something doesn't mean we cancel them. And I think he even came out, Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yep.
His name is so hard for me to say sometimes. It's a mouthful. But, he pretty much made a statement like, and I can't remember, so I'm very, very paraphrasing, but kind of like, I did what I could with the amount of time to make this show. It's 3 hours long.
Yeah.
And so it's like, how do you include everything?
Right.
And he was against slavery, but it's like this day and age, you can be against something. It's going to take a while for people to catch on that it's wrong. So I don't think we can hold people to that standard because back then it wasn't frowned upon like it is.
Yeah.
Like we know it's bad. We know it's wrong. So I just tied it back to the beginning of the show. I'm really good about it.
Good job. All right, so my review this week, so it's as we're recording, it's Friday, and we just finished WandaVision before we recorded. We watched the series finale, as the title is called.
9 episodes, something like that.
Yeah, 9 episodes. It was titled series finale, which I believe it. After watching it, I really liked it. I'm not going to spoil anything. I really liked the way that it ended. I wish
two end credit
scenes. Just so everybody knows.
Spoiler alert.
So you can fast
Don't
forward.
fast forward.
Fast
too
forward
much.
through all the fucking 9 minutes of credits for the show. So I really liked the show all the way through. I thought it was really entertaining. I felt like the episodes were really short. I was really excited for Marvel to come back. Like it's been a long time since we had any new Marvel MCU stuff going on. So WandaVision was the first one to be brought out on Disney Plus. I was very excited about it, very curious about it. First 2 episodes, very underwhelmed. They were cute. They were kind of Hello Lucy throwbacks, and I could tell that each episode kind of had a cool little throwback sitcom kind of vibe to it. Just in a different decade. Each episode was kind of a different decade, which was cool, but also just kind of like, all right, what is this? And again, every episode was really short, so it's just like, this is bullshit. Every episode had 7 minutes or more of end credits, which is just absurd. Absolutely absurd. And only the last 3 episodes had middle credit scenes, which is absurd. I liked all the acting in it. All the acting was great. I had no doubt about that going into it. The special effects was awesome. The vision was great. Wanda was great. Agnes was great. Everybody was really good, but I can't give it an instant classic just because too many things annoyed me about it. It didn't answer enough questions for me at the end. There was a lot of speculation throughout the series about where this was going, and it kind of went that way, but it didn't fully go that way.
I think it's meant to toy with you a little bit and get you thinking.
It is, and I know that 2 weeks from now, Falcon and the Winter Soldier comes on, and maybe things will. I doubt that WandaVision is going to tie into that whatsoever,
Right.
but I'm just saying that maybe it'll key us in on something that's going to happen.
We were thinking
next.
it's going to tie in with Doctor Strange, right?
Yes,
and
WandaVision is supposed to do that.
When is the new Doctor Strange going to supposed to be out?
I don't know. 2022. Let's just say that. Yeah.
Stop.
2022. Yeah. Maybe later this year. I really don't know.
I'm checking IMDb.
Do it. You won't. But I really liked it. I mean, I would give WandaVision a very strong 8. I'd give it a strong 8. Like, each episode was really good. It was just really short. Each episode was. The end credits was obnoxiously long, like literally insulting. What does it say?
2022.
2022. Kev, can you believe it? The shit had 8 minutes of end credits. The episode was 27 minutes long, and it had 8 minutes of end credits. How stupid is that?
TV.
How stupid is that?
I would have thrown something at my TV.
Like, how stupid is that? It's unbelievable. I can't give it. I can't give it. I can't do it.
Yeah, it's obnoxious.
People have trashed me on Facebook for being so upset about it, but I don't care. I'm not.
Right.
I am an immovable object when it comes to how stupid this is.
Yeah.
I'm an immovable object when
you could give us 5 more minutes of actual decent content.
Right.
Right.
Even give me 4 more minutes.
So this means that whoever put that picture out or that meme out was fucking lying.
Yeah. There was.
I said the last 3 episodes were going to be an hour long each, and they were not anywhere near an hour because, again, what did it say? 50 minutes for tonight's episode.
Yeah, it was 49 minutes, and then it was 8 minutes of end credits. Plus,
y'all got trolled.
Yeah, trolled straight up.
Yeah.
And all I can say is that Falcon and the Winter Soldier better not fucking be like that.
I don't think it would.
I don't know if it won't.
You don't know that it will.
We don't. We'll find out in 2 weeks.
That's going to be a show?
Yeah, it's going to show. That's
Oh,
a show.
Jesus.
Kev, do you have anything else to add, man?
That's all I got.
That's all you got. Great job tonight, Kev. I really appreciate it, dude.
Thank you.
Good job tonight. It was really good.
Yeah.
Jack,
Thank
you
you.
did good too.
Thanks.
You did really good.
I tried.
Everybody make sure you go check out our sponsors, Linode.com/MBN. Get $100 credit. It's fantastic. Please go check it out. You know me as CBD. Use promo code MBN. Get 20% off, free shipping, and a free gift. Those are the deals, people. Also, make sure you go check out MBNnetwork.com. It's never been easier for you to find your new favorite podcast or your new favorite show on YouTube.
Go to YouTube. Smash that subscribe button.
Yes.
Isn't that what they say?
That's what they say.
Smash it.
Smash the subscribe button.
Please,
Smash
please,
the
please,
alert
please,
button.
Please, 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 please,
Please. Everybody, please go check it out. It's really fun. I'm making the news light. It's I'm making fun of everybody. I'm talking shit on everybody and just having a great time.
Yeah.
But
Entertaining short videos.
people really seem to like it, and I'm gonna keep doing it. So I need the subscribers. I need the help. Make sure you check out the sponsors. Make sure you check out the website. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. What else? Subscribe to Patreon. Go to patreon.com/MBN. $5 a month. It really helps us out, guys.
Yeah.
It really helps us out. I'm trying to do this a lot more. I'm trying to do a lot more with all of this. I'm trying to do more giveaways. I'm trying to do just MBN Network. Do it. Peace out, Kev.
See ya.
Peace out, Jackie.
Bye.
Everybody have a great week. Go to YouTube. New episodes every morning at 8 on YouTube. See you guys next time. Peace out.